What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Jordan's Guitar Channel. Sorry for some sloppy playing. I've got to make this review of this guitar. It kind of hurts my heart to do it, but I've got to, unfortunately. So this is a demo LTD H3-1000 FR-FM. Great looking guitar, right? It's really pretty. And I hate that I have to make this review, but I do. This guitar unfortunately has got to go back because it's got some pretty major issues with it. And you think, dude, it sounds great, Floyd seems to work. Dude, it took a lot of effort to get it to that point. At first I couldn't even get the guitar to stay in tune, even with the nut unlocked. There's some buzzing going on right there. Now, like I said, I bought this as a demo. There was some minute finish details. There's a little scratch up here. Sweetwater said they did the 55-point inspection on it. Somebody missed the ball, and that's, not Sweetwater's fault, man. It's a busy time of year. People make mistakes, man. This guitar should not have left LTD's factory, and I'll tell you why. Number one, the frets. The fret ends are really beautiful on this guitar. They're pretty well rounded off. I don't know if you can see that or not. Well, like I said, there's some buzzing issues. The neck's completely straight. The other issue is the Floyd. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. Hopefully, it's not completely flush to the body. And the reason for that is you can see, hopefully you can see inside there, the tension screws. They are almost all the way into the body. And that's the big issue with this guitar. Like I said, the bridge isn't flush to the body, which you guys who don't know about Floyd's, that's the way it's got to be. So that little indentation right there has got to be flat, flush inside the body. The action on this thing is horrible. These are 9-42s, and that's sort of why the sloppy playing. This thing is incredibly hard to play, even with 9s on it. And you're thinking, dude, well, what's the big issue with the tension screws? Well, with the tension screws being so far up in the body like that, it means that this Floyd was not installed correctly. That means the claw was probably placed too far back and just not installed the right way. So what this means is, with the tension screws all the way up in the body like this, a new guitar, you better like 9-42s in these standard, because you're stuck with it. And even then, with them all the way up into the body, the bridge is not flush. So I called Sweetwater. I talked to a tech, and he said, they would pay up to $80 for a luthier to do a new setup on it. As you guys know, the economy's increased. It's going to cost way more than $80 to do that. Plus the fact that nobody noticed it was not flush to the body before it was sent out. Which is really a shame, but luckily Sweetwater are such a great company. They're going to give me, I was going to get another one of these, but they're out of stock. They don't know exactly when they're going to be in. So I'm getting another LTD surprise, because I want something like a working man's guitar I can showcase on the channel and say, look what an awesome guitar this is. Now, I didn't want to make this video because I love ESP, I love LTD. A year ago, I had bought an LTD JM2, Josh Middleton's signature. And I didn't make a video on it because I considered it was a fluke. They didn't finish the fret ends, and it was so sharp it was actually cutting my hand. And actually, now that I feel, there's a couple of frets right here that are pretty sharp. Actually, the fretboard did not come conditioned. But I had to make this video because it's a teachable moment. If you're gonna buy a demo or something like that, do business with a reputable company. I highly recommend Sweetwater. I highly recommend them because they were so quick and so great to work with. Even though I haven't sent this guitar back, they've got another one on the way for me. So that will be on the channel soon. Send me good vibes so that I've got something really positive to tell you guys about it. A couple of quick things that LTD can do. I mean, because this guitar brand new is like $1,200 or $1,300. Number one, these front ends right here, man, that's unacceptable. You can see it's kind of poking out right there too. They should really pay attention to that. The stainless steel frets are a great upgrade, which is probably why you're paying such a premium for these guitars, is because of that. This did come with Grover non-locking tuners. And you're thinking, well, what's the problem? Well, there's really not, because of the Floyd, you're going to end up locking it here. But changing strings on a Floyd and setting up is a time-consuming process. Just throw some LTD locking tuners on here. The back of the neck is super glossy, super sticky. LTD, if you're watching this, if you're listening, if you have to have a painted neck on here, dude, at least mark it off and do a satin finish on the back of this neck. These guitars are made from metal. Nobody wants this. Nobody. I mean, this is a designed shred guitar, and your hand's gonna get stuck. I mean, it just doesn't glide, man. If you want to save some money, get rid of the tone knob. Nobody wants the tone knob. This is useless. And it's not all that great. It's pretty loose. Volume knob is really fluid and feels like it should. This here. That's not the Floyd. That's the tone knob. So yeah. Like I said, man, it breaks my heart to make this video. Because you know me, I'm a huge ESP LTD fanboy. I'm always singing their praises on my channel. But this guitar, dude, no bueno. And also, shout out to FedEx. The box that this came in had holes in it. Luckily, it didn't affect the inside box this LTD was in. But FedEx, you're awful, okay? Stop it. People pay good hard-earned money for these items. Show some respect. Anyways, guys, next video, hopefully I'll be back to my happy, cheerful, crazy self. But like I said, this had to be made and shown. And guys, really look over your guitars. If you're gonna get something demo, make sure that they check out everything and let them know if it comes back with anything that's not listed, it's going right back to them. So save shipping costs, save time, save headache, and stay on their butts, man. I understand it's a busy time for guitar manufacturers and retailers and everything else, but there's no excuse for this, guys. None at all. So I've been Jordan. You've been YouTube. Thanks for checking the video out. I hope it helps you in some way. Much love, much peace, much metal. And until next time, guys, I love you. Peace out.